Now we can use some string methods. Using string class, we can use some string methods. These are some of the examples given. I can explain some of these methods which is used in the string class. One important point you have to remember here is, in Java there are two types of strings are there. The first one is called as string class and the second one is called as string buffer class. In the string class, the strings are fixed. Once you create a string, we cannot modify the value of the string. But in string buffer class, if you create an object of the strings can be modified. We can alter the data, we can alter the character as well as we can add the characters. But here I cannot add a string or character into the already existing string. The first one is called as to lowercase here. The first method is called as to lowercase. Lowercase means here it will convert the string s1 to all lowercase. If you see properly here, the s1 string is not modified actually. This to lowercase method create another string with lowercase characters and it is stored in the second string, that is called as s2. I will explain this concept with some programming technique here. Now see, I have created here a string s1 with Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic and all the characters here are a capital letters. Now I have printed here, s1 is printed. Now see, s1 is Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic. I have created one more string called as s2 by using s1. Now I have applied here method called as to lowercase. Now this lowercase method converts the uppercase character into lowercase, that is s2 contain lowercase character of Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic. Now see, it contains the lowercase of Vidyadiraj Polytechnic. The next one is to uppercase. In this method, it will convert the string into uppercase characters. It will also create a new string which is stored in the s2. Now see here, converts the string s1 to all the uppercase characters. Now I want to demonstrate about the to uppercase here. Now s2 already contain Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic in a lowercase character. To upper will convert into uppercase character and display here. Now original s2 is not modified. It will just create a new object, string object, okay, with capital letters. Now see here, it's in a capital letters. The next method is called as replace. This method replace all the appearance of x with y. It will search for a particular character and it will replace all that character with a new character. Here I will display the replace method. The replace method will be replacing y character with the I. Wherever y character is there, see here y is there and here y is there, it is replaced with the another character called as I. It will create another string object, not modifying the s1. Now I will show you. Now see, here it will create a I is modified to I, y is again modified to I. This is about replace. The next method is trim. In trim means removes white spaces at the beginning and end of the string s1, that is s1. If the s1 contains at the beginning as well as end we have some white spaces, it will remove that white spaces. This will be helpful whenever you are entering some information in some text box, for example, you are entering some username or email, sometimes at the beginning as well as end you are putting some spaces. We need only the alphabets or symbols, but you are entering some white spaces there. To remove such white spaces, we are using trim method. Next, I will demonstrate about the trim method. For that, I have created one string called as S3. Now it is displayed here. Now see if you see here, some white spaces at the beginning as well as end. This S3 contains some white spaces at the beginning as well as end. Whenever I use the trim method, it will remove that white spaces. Okay, now I will show you. Now see, the white space is removed here at the beginning as well as end here. The next method is called as equals. This equal returns true if S1 is equal to S2. Remember, this is case sensitive. Uppercase is different from lowercase. So here it will compare the two objects. If two objects have the same type of characters, that is character is matching, then it will return true. Here S1 is compared with S2. S1 contains the string in capital letters, S2 contains the string in lowercase character. So both contain the same Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic, but they are not matching here. Okay, so it will gives you false. Here it will gives you false. The next method is equals ignore case. In equals ignore case, it is same as equals, but here the case is not important one here. Returns true if S1 equal to S2, ignoring the case of the character. If I ignore the case, both contain the same string but in capital letters as well as small letters. If I ignore this case, that is equals ignore case, then it will display true. Now see here, it is true. Both contain the same string. Next one is length, which gives the length of the S1, that is number of characters in the string. Now I will demo the length method. It will return the number of characters used in the S1. Now if you count here how many characters I used, including the white space, here in between the white space, there are totally 28 characters. Now I will show the demo. Now see, there are totally 28 characters. Next method is character at, that is char at. This gives the nth character of the S1. Now I want to display here what is the character at 6. Here it is starting from 0 here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the character at 6th index position? That is nothing but capital V here. Okay. Now see, character at index 6 is V, capital V. Next method is compare to. The compare to method compare two strings S1 and S2. If S1 is greater than S2, it will return some positive value. If S1 is smaller than S2, it returns some negative value. If both S1 and S2 are same, then it will return 0. Now I have to show the demo of compare to. Compare to means it will compare the two strings. If the first string is capital here it contains the uppercase Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic. Here it contains the lowercase Sri Vidyadiraj Polytechnic. So as I told, we are using the Unicode characters here. Uppercase characters are smaller than lowercase characters. So S1 is smaller here and S2 is larger. It will check one by one. The result equals means both are same. Result greater means S1 is greater. Result smaller, that means else part, that means S1 is smaller. So I have to do the check here. Now one by one I will check. First here comparison. After compare, what happens? Result values checking for the 0. Okay, it is not here, it will be skipped because result is not 0. Here checking for the greater means positive value. Here also skipped because for S1 is smaller than S2. So it will display S1 is smaller than S2. Next method is concat. Concat means combining the two strings. Here concatenates S1 and S2. This method is same as your the plus symbol which is used in the previous example. Next, concat. Concat means adding the two strings here. See how actually it will look like. Now see, S1 plus S2 is nothing but Sri Vidyajaraj Polytechnic, Sri Vidyajaraj Polytechnic. Both the strings are concatenated. Next method is substring. In the substring method, it gives the substring starting from nth character. It will take a portion of a string and it will return it. The portion will be started from nth character. The next one again it is a substring, but here it takes a two parameter. This is n comma m. Here it is a n comma m. Here actually the substring starting from the nth character up to the mth character. From n to m it will return the substring, but m is not included here. Substring. Here I have two types of substrings. One is having one parameter, I have another is two parameter. Here the first parameter contains 6, that means from the sixth character it has to display. From the sixth character means from Vidyajaraj, here it will display up to Polytechnic, Vidyajaraj Polytechnic. Now see, Vidyajaraj Polytechnic, it will display. Here one more substring, but start from 6th character up to 11th character. The 11th means up to 10 character, okay. 11th character is not considered here, okay. Here 6th means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means V. 7, 8, 9, 10. That means it will take Vidya as the substring. 11th character is not considered. Now see, this is the output. Next one is called the value of. This is actually a static method. It's not an instance method. This is a static method which creates a string object of parameter p. I will explain this method in the next video where I am explaining about the wrapper classes. Next method is toString. Creates a string representation of the object p. You can use this method with any object. It may not be a string object. It may be used. You are using the string method with any object. It will return a description, a particular information about a object. The next method is index of. I have two types of index of methods are there. The first one contains only the single parameter. Here I have two parameters. Here the index of means it gives the position of the first occurrence of x in the string S1. Index of search for a particular character x and it will return the index where actually this x is positioned. So here the start with the first character. If I want to start searching for a x from another character, a different character from the first one, then I have to use one more parameter that is called as n. This gives a position of x that occurs after nth position in the string s1. The searching will be start from the nth character, not from the first character. Here index of means it will return the index where that character r is actually positioned. Start from the beginning here, start from the beginning where actually the r is positioned at the first character here. That is match checking here. Okay, now I will run this one. Position 2. R is positioned at the 2 here. Okay, capital R. I have to write here capital R. 2 means 0, 1, 2. Okay, here it will return 2 because sorry 0, 1, 2.